Motivation can quite literally come from anywhere. For one local veteran, a trip to a sandwich shop and a cup of soda changed his life. Here's Daniel Acado.
Now go take a look at this doggy, Betsy.
Jarrell Wester takes his black lab Betsy everywhere.
I'd hate to say she has a split personality, but she knows her job.
For the past 4 years, Betsy has been a friend, a companion, and most importantly, a service dog. See, Betsy saved Wester's life.
I wasn't in the Army or the Marine Corps. I wasn't getting shot at. I wasn't blown up. I drove a boat. You know, how could it happen to me?
Wester served in the U.S. Coast Guard for nearly 12 years.
I was the one who pulled you out of the water. I was the one who towed your boat back to shore. I really felt like I was making a difference.
He says rescuing and recovering people lost at sea was his duty. His job allowed him to explore some of nature's hidden wonders.
So these things like this that you never get a chance to see, walrus rookeries, haulouts, sea lions, whales.
But it also led him down a dark path.
Probably one of the worst times of my life.
Wester was sent to Florida in 2005 to deal with the death and destruction left behind by Hurricane Katrina, knocking on people's doors and offering any type of assistance.
These gentlemen got in a fight, got in an argument, and he shot the guy over a bottle of water. And I had free water in my boat, and they refused it. It was like one of those shocking moments, like, I can't believe I just saw that.
Wester says the situation transitioned from helping people to recovering bodies.
It was hot, it was muggy, flies everywhere. There was less and less, I need this, I need that, and Grandma passed away, and, you know, little baby passed away.
And it stuck with him. His mental health was beginning to take a downward turn.
We didn't really talk about feelings. We didn't talk about, you know, your mental condition or mental state. I know a lot of people that turn to alcohol very fast.
Time went on, and thoughts and emotions that piled on were cast aside. He says he didn't want the military to think he was incapable of doing his job. But one day, he pushed the limit.
I got in an accident. I pushed the boat a little too hard and rolled it over. And I hit my head real bad. One of my crew members broke his leg. One of the guys that I had pulled off a boat was washed off the boat.
In 2012, he was medically discharged from the Coast Guard, and he and his family moved to Wisconsin. Wester says life became mundane. He couldn't keep a job for too long, and he was in denial. He had post-traumatic stress disorder. Fast forward to 2017.
I was ready to end my life. And on my way to work the next day, I grabbed a pistol that I had in my closet and drove to work. Left work early because I convinced myself I didn't have anything to do.
Wester was hungry and made a pit stop at Firehouse Subs, a decision that would change the course of his life.
I picked up my drink, and there's a side of the drink, there's an advertisement for Canines for Warriors.
The nation's largest provider of service dogs for veterans.
I sat there with a pistol in my hand. I called Canines. The guy in charge of the whole company picks up the phone. I explained where I was and what I was doing, and he was more concerned about me being safe. I unloaded my pistol and I threw it in the passenger seat footwell, and I broke down crying, sobbing. I mean, the emotional release was something I'd never felt before.
Wester decided to seek help, and in 2019, the nonprofit flew him down to Jacksonville, Florida, in hopes of matching with a forever friend.
Because you stay there, they pay for you to stay in their facility.
After filling out a pretty lengthy document, he was paired with Betsy.
They called me forward and they said, "This is Betsy. She is your forever companion. She'll watch out for you as long as you watch out for her."
He, alongside other vets who were also dealing with lingering mental health issues, stayed on the campus for 30 days.
The rest of the time there is not to teach the dog, it's to teach the warrior how to handle the dog. And that is probably the most intense thing that I've been through. They said, okay, every day we're gonna get on a bus and we're gonna go somewhere else and you're gonna walk around. And you're going to put yourself in the situations where you're going to have to use your dog. and we're going to teach you how to use your dog to help bring down that anxiety and that stress level.
He says Betsy is the support system he didn't know he needed.
And I know that, like that family that I had on the boat, like the people that watched my back and I watched their back, she's always there.